Hello there, everybody. Happy spring. Happy first week of spring. Hope you're doing well. This is Earl Bryant coming at you from the New York City suburbs of Long Island with a short but sweet and probably a little bit quirky pearl from Earl. As I said, it's spring. We're about to go into April. And on the sports calendar, we've got two sports that are about to get the nation's attention once more. One is baseball, which is my favorite, but I'm not going to talk about baseball right now. I'm going to talk about one that a lot of people don't really seem to understand. It's called golf. I won't get into the routine that George Carlin did, which is absolutely hilarious, about golf. Look it up on YouTube. You'll fall out laughing. But I want to mention something else about golf that you're going to find very helpful with regard to building your business. And if you stick with me for a few minutes, I'll also show you how or who you can talk to help you get the benefit of what I'm about to share with you. There is a golf commentator by the name of David Feherty. He has his own show on the Golf Channel. He's also seen giving color and commentary on major tournaments in the U.S. and in other countries. And he has a catchphrase. Whenever a golfer takes an approach shot and it lands on the putting green and it's rolling very close to the pin, he is often heard to exclaim the following: "Oh, that's useful. That's useful." And the closer it gets, is, "Oh, that's useful. That's useful." Translation: it's useful. Useful means beneficial. And for those of you who don't understand golf, here's the short but sweet story about golf. Unlike most other sports where the high score wins, in golf, it's the low score that wins. So the closer your ball gets to the pin, the greater your chances of putting the ball in the hole with the fewest amount of strokes. And the fewer strokes you have, the lower your score. And the lower your score, the better your chances of winning. So anytime you see a golf tournament where you see that the low score is at the top of the leaderboard, it's the low score that wins, not the high score like most other sports. Now you're probably wondering, what in the world could golf have to do with building your business? What could it have to do with generating leads, getting sales, making signups? I'm so very glad you asked. Stick with me for a couple of minutes and I'll explain it in short but sweet fashion. You see, like the golf course, your success is based on your approach to the green. Now, your approach to the green doesn't necessarily have to do with a ball. It has to do with your prospect. Not getting the ball close to the pin, but getting your prospect close to making a decision. And the more work you do to get your prospect as close to the hole as possible, the more that you do to give him information that is useful, or to quote Mr. David Feherty, useful, the easier it's going to be for them to make a decision. Because you know how you make that information useful to your prospect? You add value, you provide solutions, you load them down with benefits. Simply put, you overwhelm them with so much use value that they can't help thinking that the cash value that you're asking for is mere pennies, peanuts, shekels, a mere bag of shells, compared to the value that you're offering them. You're giving them a tidal wave of value and you want a trickle in return. So what I'm saying to you is this: your approach shot is to get your prospect as close to the pin and as close to making a decision as possible. You want to do as much of the heavy lifting as you can, so that, to borrow the terms from basketball, it's a layup or a slam dunk for them to simply say, "Shut up and take my money! Don't tell me anymore." Because they're so overwhelmed with all the value that you've given them, all the benefits that you've provided, and you've let them see that if they say no to all this value that you've offered them, they need to be smacked upside the head, because they're missing out on what could be the opportunity of a lifetime, and the opportunity and the chance to solve their problems, the chance to get overwhelming value that they couldn't get anywhere else from anyone else at any time. So what I'm saying to you is this: Take some advice from David Faraday. Get your approach as sharp as you can. Get your prospect as close to the pin, as close to making a no-brainer type decision as possible, so that, like David Faraday, your prospect can say to you when you make your approach and you offer your presentation, "Oh, that's useful. That's useful. That's useful." And they're so close to the pin, they can't help but trip over the ball and tap it in and make the decision. And they hand over their money because what they're giving you is piddling compared to what you're giving them. And they can't wait to whip out their credit card and hand it over to you and shake your hand and give you their information, as in a lead. They can't wait to buy from you, as in a sale. They can't wait to partner with you, as in a sign-up, because people do business with people they know, like, and trust. And if you overwhelm them with value and you do things that are going to help them get what they want in such a way that it seems like they're practically stealing from you, then they're practically compelled to give you what you want, which is practically nothing compared to what they're getting from you. So, going forward, if you happen to see a golf tournament and you happen to see the ball rolling toward the hole and is getting extremely close and it's making it very easy for the golfer to score, remember to yourself what I just said about David Faraday and tell yourself, "Oh, that's useful. That's useful. That's useful." And ask yourself, is my approach with my prospect making my offer useful to them? Am I adding value to them? Am I providing solutions for them? Am I overwhelming them with benefits to the point where they can't help but whip out their credit card and say, "Stop, stop, I can't take it anymore. Take my money, take it now." So that you give them so much of what they want and more in pale comparison to what you want in return. So remember David Faraday in the future. Take the Faraday approach. Everything that you do to serve your customers, your clients, your prospects, be useful, or to borrow David Faraday's term, be useful. Be useful. Add value. Solve problems. Overload them with benefits and they can't help saying yes. And that is today's Pearl from Earl. It is my hope that the information I shared with you just now truly was useful for you, because if it was, then I'd like you to give me a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe, and even share this with people that you believe can benefit from this as much as you have. People that you believe can get some use out of this like you have. Now, this is one of many unusual and kind of quirky strategies that I've gotten from some people over the past year or so who have helped me to add value and to solve problems and to make my approach as useful as possible for the people that I come in contact with. If you would like the opportunity to meet these people who can show you how to make your offers more useful to the people that you approach every day so that you can get them so close to the pin they can't help but seal the deal, then what I suggest you do, and strongly recommend, is that you click on the link that I've put in my bio if you're watching me on Instagram. If you're watching me on some other channel, please give me a message, indicate in the comments that you would like more information, and I will be happy to send along that information that can be of use to you so that you can be useful to other people. Now, like I said, this was a very quirky Pearl from Earl. I hope that you got some value from it, even if all you got was a little laugh or a groan or a chuckle or whatever. And until the next time when we gather around for a Pearl from Earl, where I hope to see you right back out there, this is Earl Bryan signing off from the cloudy and mild and very spring-like burbs of New York City, aka Long Island, Strong Island, saying take care, be well, make it a fantastic, fabulous 2019, and whatever you do, be useful to your clients, to your customers, to your partners, and the people that you want to positively impact in your life. Take care and bye for now.